Guys, this is Alpha Reality Podcast, and my name is JBZ. All right, don't forget today we're still talking in Benin that over 16 persons were set ablaze by the villagers, uh, staying rocking the entire globe and all media spaces, such as the Northerners are not just taking this lightly, and they're not taking it easy. And some Northerners, some senseless Northerners are really turning these old thing into religious crisis. Normally in Nigeria, should in case maybe you don't know, let me enlighten you a little bit. Should in case you don't know, normally in Nigeria, when the Northerners are slight issues with the Southerners, it turned out to be a Muslim-Christian war. I mean, a Muslim-Christian war. Recently, there are numbers of Christians that have been murdered by Northerners, and Christians are these people that are so calm that they don't retaliate. They always fold their hands to wash themselves, die just like that. On these 2025. I think Christians need to stand up, because right now the Northerners are also threatening that they are going to go look for some Christians and do what they normally used to do to Christians. And I don't think this time Christians are going to take it lightly with them, because this is big 2025. He that was himself being killed, I think, is the biggest coward. All right. Still on the trend, villagers we are forced to evacuate as Fulani herdsmen went on rampage in Monguna, Boko, and Plateau State, killing at least 11 persons are confirmed dead. Now, this is all taking not up to 24 hours when some Northerners, some Rastal, I call them Rastal and street Northerners that does not have brain, because he who have brain that is educated will not take such proactive measures like how some of them used to enroll. Not all of them, but some of them, those are in the street that act most senselessly. And as Nigerians, we are against this act, and we don't condone such attitude, and this is real not nice. So I also want to use this medium to call on the northern leaders also to take measures on talking to their youths and call them to order. Okay, that's not what we stand in. A popular pastor, a well-known pastor in the Federal Republic of Nigeria have this to say, and I think we need to give him a listening ear to hear from his part. Now, I'm not just hearing from his part. It made a lot of sense. Not just making a lot of sense, he said it how it was. But eventually, he's also a Muslim before he became a Christian. And he said his father is a Muslim. Some of his family members are Muslim. Some of them are Christian. But they're living together in peace. I really don't understand if we will follow the doctrine of the Quran and the doctrine of the Bible. I don't think if Muslim and Christians are supposed to be having issues. This is real getting out of hand. And I pray it doesn't turn out to be an ethnic war, because NGOs reporting on this day that the killing about 17 persons are already dead, and this is not real nice, and it's not a good news. It's not a good news at all. But first, let's listen to what the pastor needs to say. Let's listen to his own analysis and what he needs to say.
Especially to the northern Nigerians. Every time there is a little provocation, every time there is a little situation that happens, whether it is a crisis in Gaza, whether it's a crisis in Palestine, whether it is something that is happening in another country, some of the Muslim young men and women always will go after the Christians. There is a video that is circulating right now in the north. I had to speak to a lot of leaders, especially in the north, that we need to come together at this time, begin to deal with these wicked, let me use the word, brainless young men and women among us. Because these are not people that should be allowed to roam around the streets in northern Nigeria. They have threatened to kill Christians in the next few hours, and they have said that if nothing is done in 48 hours, they will begin to burn churches and burn Christian houses. I want to say this, that we are northerners. We are northerners. I was a Muslim before I became a Christian. But that does not mean that my father, will go after me and take the sword and cut off my neck. we are living peacefully with my entire family, both Muslims and Christians. And so you cannot continue to threaten us the slightest thing. You going after Christians, you abuse Christians and all of that. I want to say, even though it's painful to lose the people that we have lost, I have participated in funerals where some invaders have come here, where in this city where I am, over 200 people have been massacred, 200 Christians. And we go conduct the funeral of these Christians, and we never came up to say, let's go after the Muslims. This and this, we will attack the Muslims. We all came together. The last killing that was done, Muslims and Christians came together in Jaws, and we stood against these killers. You cannot continue to threaten Christians at the slightest provocation. And I want to say this to every Christian: protect yourself and wise up. Open your eyes and make sure you don't allow anybody come around because of your faith in Christ to say that you don't deserve to live. The blood that flows in us is the blood of a northerner. We didn't choose to be northerner. God made us to be northerner. Forever and ever, nobody, our population as Christians and Muslims in the north is equal population. And so there's nothing that anybody should think that you're more northerner than any other person. And so I ask our Muslim brothers and Christian brothers and sisters to join us together to fight against these evil people that
like and subscribe. It's Alpha Reality Podcast. Thank you.